Hi, Matt Silva here with Allied Machine Engineering here at Westec. I'm just going to show you a quick overview of some of the things that we brought here to the show. For example, I'd like to start off with our wall hopter boring system. We start off at 16 thousandths of an inch, so a very, very tiny bore, and we can go all the way up to 128 inches in diameter with some of our boring heads. You have the option of going with an analog head, but I prefer to lean towards the digital, so we have the digital option, both a built-in digital, if you would like, and for those that want to have a display that they can move around to different boring heads, we have the option as well of our 3E-Tech digital display. Looks like this here. This particular unit now comes with a larger display that lights up. You can change the background from black to white. It's rechargeable with a docking station that uses a USB cord. And also over here we have our micro adjustable cartridge. And then you would take this adapter and you would plug it into this micro adjustable cartridge at each step of your boring head. And then you would attach the digital display onto that. You'd make your adjustment and you would see the readout on here. Some of the benefits to the digital display is the fact that you're not actually having to compensate for backlash. When you make your adjustment, it's a true read based off of a glass scale that's built inside of the actual adjustable cartridge or adjustable boring head. And again, this thing can also switch from inch to metric. We have twin bore roughing tools, and as I mentioned before, our finish boring tools as well. In terms of the spindle taper adapters, we have many different ones. If you're looking for an HSK, we have it. Cat 40, Cat 50, we have all the different flavors of spindle tapers that you can imagine out here. And over here we have a multitude of our different hole making solutions. We're very well known for our TA product, which stands for throwaway. These are our spade drill bits, if you will. But we also have a lot of different options, especially as you start to get into larger diameter holes. For example, we have our rev and our opening drill. They both use the same types of inserts. The difference is the rev drill will drill a hole from solid, and the opening drill, you can then come behind it and do a very large diameter hole. They are very low power consumption, so that kind of fits in with a lot of the newer style machines that are out there. We also have our Apex drill as another option here. This is our Apex drill. You can use our TA spade bit in the middle, and then we have our outboard inserts as well. These are going to take the load down quite a bit, so also a very free cutting tool. And we also offer with the Apex, we also offer the option of using our Gen 3 insert instead of the TA for a little bit more high performance and a little bit higher penetration rate than you would with, say, a TA spade bit. The other thing I'd like to mention is we do a lot of specials. We're actually really well known for specials, but some folks are still going to those local grind shops. We would like to get people away from that, so it does open them up to the ability to use indexable inserted type tools or like our TA spade type tools. So for example, I'll just grab one off the shelf here. Here's a special step drill that we've done with a flat bottom. And as you can see, we have some special peripheral inserts to do the form. Everything we make is coolant through. And another one I like to highlight, this is what I call my silver bullet tool. Anytime I'm having chatter or I'm dealing with maybe a thin part or a concave surface or convex surface, I like to use this tool that's called the Vortex drill. The reason it's called Vortex, it has 4 indexable edges, but what's interesting about this tool is it actually uses the same inboard insert as it does for the outboard insert. The only thing is we use this cutting edge first on the outboard, we index it once, and then when we're done with those 2 edges, we flip it to this pocket so we can use this side or this edge of the insert to then utilize all of the carbides. So this is one of the few inserts out there on any carbide inserted tool where you're using almost every edge of that carbide. So it's very economical and very low waste. Very good tool, very stable tool. We've actually even played around with using it to mill a little bit just to prove the stability. We would never recommend it, but it just goes to show how stable this tool really cuts. And then one tool that we've had for quite some time, but is still lesser known, and really trying to highlight this at the show, is our 432 AccuPort tools. It starts off at number 4 and goes all the way up to 32, hence the name 432. This porting system that we've created uses a standard TA insert, and then it uses standard form blanks that we've ground down to fit different SAE ports. Not only do we do SAE, but we do J1926, ISO 6149, AS5202, and JDS G173.1 ports. This tool, essentially what it's going to do is it's going to eliminate the need for 4 operations. Typically when folks are making ports, they either need to use a special ground form tool or they would end up using multiple tools to generate all the features on the ports. We have a cutaway here that kind of shows you all the different work that's being done in unison with just one tool. So another tool that I would really like to highlight here at the show is our TA Pro. A lot of folks are really familiar with our TA spade bits, but we've developed a lot of technology over the years, making various inserts that are more specific to the materials that we're trying to cut. And we've taken some of the best recipes and applied those to each insert that fits a ISO specific material grade. So for example, we have our TA Pro P geometry, so that would fall into the ISO category of steel. And we just recently came out with our TA Pro M geometry, and this is an M geometry insert right here. Essentially, this tool is designed to cut stainless steel, but it also works great in exotic materials. So it's a really good fit for a lot of end users here along the West Coast that are cutting titanium, Inconel, not just your stainless steels, you know, 15.5 obviously, 304 stainless, 316, all that stuff that's a little bit nastier to cut. This tool really does the job. The body for the TA Pro is a bit different than what most folks are used to. We have provided more coolant ports on it. So 4 coolant ports total, 1 towards the center here, 1 towards the outside. So we're flushing the chips across that flute gash there. You can see them on this side as well. Now if you're going to provide more coolant, you need more space for the chips to flow. So we've opened up that traffic to go through this channel as well. So now we have a secondary flute gash as opposed to just 1 single flute gash. So we're able to really push a high penetration rate on a very low cost, economical insert. Another great fit out here for the West Coast is PCD, polycrystalline diamond. We can do darn near anything in polycrystalline diamond with our Superion product. Polycrystalline diamond typically is used on your synthetic materials, high silicon aluminum. You can also use it on regular aluminum. You wouldn't typically use this on iron or anything that contains iron, but a lot of your softer materials and your synthetics, carbon fiber, PEEK, a lot of the materials that we're cutting out here for aerospace, you can use PCD to cut. It's way better than carbide. You can run a lot faster. You can pretty much run as fast as the spindle will turn. Of course, depending on the diameter, but within reason, we're talking, you know, probably 5 to 10 times faster and than carbide, and running 5 to 10 times as long as carbide as well in terms of tool life. Thanks again for taking the time to check out our booth today here at Westec. If you have any questions, you can reach us on our website. If you're out here in California, especially in Southern California, you can contact me or contact us through the website, and they'll get in touch with me. My name is Matt Silva. I'm your FSE out here in Southern California. Thanks.